Hello and welcome to an episode of Historically Marked. I am Jason, and guess where I'm at? Well, you'll probably see behind me, but I'm in Beverly Hills, California, the most famous small town in the world. Swimming pools, movie stars. Yes, true, a lot of these celebrities do live in this area, but during the day it is mostly flanked by tourists, and yeah, today I'm one of those people. But while here in the Los Angeles area, I might as well scope it out, do a video here. There is one historical marker here, and I'm going to go ahead and tell you some history about the area, so here we go. So over here is a little description. Well, I shouldn't say little, but it is the Lily Pond. So upon arriving at the Beverly Hills trolley station, which was located just to the south of this site across Santa Monica Boulevard, residents and visitors would be greeted by this early Beverly Hills landmark. This was originally installed in 1907. The Lily Pond was one of the first major features of Beverly Gardens Park, which became one of the city's earliest public parks when it was formally completed in 1911. The iconic Beverly Hills sign was first introduced to the site in 1912, and today is one of the most photographed landmarks in the world. The historically accurate replica that exists today was reintroduced to this site in 2006 and was a gift to the city by the Rotary Club of Beverly Hills and the generosity of resident Robert S. Anderson. This linear park, which spans 22 city blocks and approximately 1.9 miles, also contains many other notable installations, including the electric fountain, Doheny Fountain, and distinctive rose and cactus gardens, amongst other prominent and unique features. In the late 1990s, the city introduced and continues to invest in and maintain the installation of world-class sculptures and public art. The park also serves to host numerous annual community festivals and celebrations, and is visited by tens of thousands of national and international tourists each year. By the mid-1970s, costs to repair and maintain the pond had become excessive, and a decision was made to remove the pond feature and fill in the void with soil and landscaping treatments. The pond remained in this condition and served as additional parkland for public use and enjoyment until its reintroduction and reconstruction in 2013 and 2014. This effort was made possible by the generosity of the entire Beverly Hills community, including numerous residents who contributed directly to the construction of this facility. Former resident and local businessman Stephen C. Gordon brought forward the idea of a citizen-driven initiative to restore the pond and Beverly Gardens Park to much of the historical splendor. He founded the Friends of Beverly Gardens Park and tirelessly raised funds to bring this and subsequent park restoration efforts to fruition. The city of Beverly Hills is thankful for and appreciative of its many residents, past, present, and future, who give their time and resources to help restore and preserve its rich history and cultural assets. So here is the pond. I see no animals, but so no climbing, no tampering in the sculpture. Okay, I see some fishies, never mind. And as you can see, this is a very popular selfie spot. And today I am one of those tourists. Now, if you have a smartphone, you can use your QR code to do Beverly Hills then and now. Watch Beverly Hills develop from a barren desert into the most famous small town in the world. So behind those ferns underneath the sign, I don't know if that's it looks like a plaque, but I don't know what it says, unfortunately. As the signs clearly say, it is illegal to jump into this pond, so unfortunately I can't find out. I even tried going behind the sign, and yeah, I already tried it. This area was once occupied by Spanish explorers and eventually Europeans. Early in the 1880s, Henry Hamill and Charles Danker acquired the land with the intention of creating Morocco, a subdivision with a North African theme. The U.S. economic collapse of 1888 put a quick end to that scheme. But in 1900, the fortunes of the former rancho began to improve. A group of oil speculating investors led by Burton E. Green bought this bean field, which it once was, on behalf of an oil company. Green drilled a series of wells that failed to strike oil, but they did strike a lot of water, enough to support a town. Inspired by Beverly Farms, Massachusetts, Green and his wife renamed this bean field Beverly Hills. In 1907, this sign was completed. That same year, the first house was completed, but sales were slow. But by 1912, to bolster the interest of potential buyers, Green completed construction of the Beverly Hills Hotel on the site, where the waters once gathered. The luxurious establishment served not only travelers, but the locals as a de facto city hall, community theater, movie theater, and religious worship venue. Sitting in what was then the middle of nowhere, the hotel was reached by the specially constructed dinky railroad. By 1914, the local population was large enough to support the incorporation of Beverly Hills as a city. But real growth did not take off until the era's most glamorous Hollywood couple. You probably never heard of them because they were a little bit way before our time, but for all those Hollywood historians, you've heard of Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks. They bought a lot on Summit Drive and dubbed their home Pick Fair, which, by the way, no longer exists, but it brought to a start of something. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode of Historically Marked. Parking is pretty cheap. It's metered behind this park, so be sure to find yourself a space. I just photographed a group of tourists from Ireland, so it's friendly territory. All right, I am Jason in Beverly Hills, California, signing off.